Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you haven't been here before, I'm Millie. I'm out with my mom today to a town that's been on my list of places to visit for quite a while now. The houses are all multicoloured. It looks absolutely gorgeous. We are in Vila Joiosa. Vila Joiosa is a lovely seaside town in the province of Alicante and is part of the Costa Blanca. The town is known to the locals simply as La Vila, and Vila Joiosa literally translates to joyful town. So this will give you an idea of the friendliness of the locals that live here and the atmosphere in town. The main attraction of Vila Joiosa is the iconic picturesque painted fishermen's houses on the seafront. Tradition has it that they were painted brightly so the fishermen could see their homes from out at sea. The first thing I would recommend doing when you get here is to get lost in the colourful streets, as they are all unique in their own way. It's so beautiful. Every alleyway you look up, there's loads of multicoloured houses. And the doors are so small, it feels like a little Winnie the Pooh house or something. So as I read online, as you're walking up these streets, you'll notice that a lot of the Spanish people who live here, they hang their washing out and they put little chairs outside the doors and just sit in the streets and talk to their neighbours. And they say as well that Vila Joiosa hasn't actually been too commercialised yet. It's not that touristy at all. It's mainly the Spanish people who live here. I'm really surprised because already it's absolutely stunning. I definitely think we've only been here 5 minutes and I think already it's definitely worth visiting.
Look how little that window is there.
It's like miniature village.
Little balcony.
That is tiny.
Wow.
This is amazing. This is one of my favourite things about this place, like just getting lost, don't you think? You could walk down any alleyway and they all look completely different. This one is just full of loads of plants and washing hanging off balconies. It's really Spanish. Wow. In the middle of this little town is this. I don't even know what it is, like some kind of old tower or something. It's kind of like the one we saw in Santa Pola, where it's like a little city and then there's a castle just dumped right in the middle of the city.
It actually looks like the castle or something like that, and they've built houses around it and inside it.
Wow. We later found out that these impressive town walls were built in the 16th century to protect the town from pirates. Look at these little safes on the outside of this wall in the main street. Would you put your money out there?
No, they've probably put keys in there, so if anybody rents them, they'd come and collect the key from the box.
Yeah, that makes sense. I don't know if I put my keys in there. After spending some time strolling around the streets, you've probably built up an appetite, so we're going to head to the promenade, as there's many cafes, bars and restaurants along the beachfront, selling all sorts such as Spanish tapas, sandwiches, smoothies, ice creams, waffles and much more. So we've just stopped off for a bit of lunch in a place called Arsenal. If you look towards the sea, we're the one furthest right. It looks really nice and quirky here. But I'd just like to cheers to K&R Destinations, who supported my channel by buying me a coffee. And if you would like to support my channel, buy me a coffee. The link is in the description. It's a really cheap and easy way of supporting my channel and I really appreciate it. So cheers K&R Destinations, thank you very much. Obviously it's not a coffee, it's a water, but that's what I'm going for today. I'm a bit dehydrated. So we've both gone for a burger. They were €7 each, which isn't bad, and it was €1.50 to get sweet potato fries with it on the side. You don't get too many, but it's alright, just have a little nibble. The burgers are big enough, so I think this will be a good amount for us. Let's see if they're any good. Yeah, that's really nice. Yeah, like, very nice. So we would recommend this place to eat. It's called Arsenal and it's a really nice denote theme inside. It's quite surfery vibes. It's mainly burgers that you can get here and chips and stuff like that. So it's just quick bite food really, but that's all you really want if you're just sitting in front of the sea with beautiful views, just want a quick bite to eat. So we would recommend it here. I'll leave all the links in the description so you can find out where it is. There's a few other places to visit now while you're in town, so next we're going to head to the Dry River. This is a highly recommended walk through one of the nicest areas in the village. The river valley is now a pleasant park with trees, shrubs and places for children to play. We walked up to the main road bridge to get a better view of the hanging houses, which are a very iconic part of Vila Joiosa. An amazing view over there of the bridge. We're going to head over there in a bit. You've got all the mountains in the background over there. You've got all the colourful houses. All down here is colourful houses. You've got a big park with a view of the sea. It's just phenomenal. Another thing you can do here is visit VilaMuseu. It's €3 to enter. This year though, due to COVID, it's actually free to enter up until October. I'll leave all the details in the description so you can check out their website, check out their opening times and other information. You might be thinking, who wants to go to a museum when the sun is shining and the beach is calling? But VilaMuseu has an interesting collection of local pieces of archaeology that are worth checking out. You can easily spend 1 to 2 hours looking at all the exhibits. Visiting the museum might also be a good idea if you happen to be in Vila Joiosa on a rainy day and you're looking for something to do indoors. Next up, we're going to head to La Barbera Park. On the way to the park, you'll pass a few little boutiques, which are nice if you're looking to have a shop while in town. This park is a nice little stop off if you want to chill out, rest your feet, or if you have kids that need to burn off some energy. There's actually a little cafe here as well, so you can sit in the park and if you haven't bought any drinks or snacks, have a nice cafe here. I think they do tapas as well, which is good. It's quite nice. Vila Joiosa is Spain's capital of chocolate. That's why the next thing I would recommend you do is visit one of the chocolate factories. So we're now heading to the Valor chocolate factory. It's about a 20-minute walk from the sea, but what we've decided to do is drive up as there's a free car park just up there, right opposite the factory. So depending on how much time we have, I'd just recommend driving up there, parking there for free, and then crossing the road straight there. There are no fewer than 3 factories in the town, but Velour is easily the biggest. Velour is Spain's most famous chocolate, and the company have been in business since 1881. So we're just waiting in the queue at the chocolate factory to get our tickets, but you have to get here an hour before you buy your tickets. The next possible time to go in is 5 o'clock, so we're here now at 4 o'clock. They'll open the doors soon to let us in to buy the tickets. At the moment, it's limited to 15 people at a time, so you have to get in the queue early to make sure you can get the time slot that you want. There are several time slots that you can choose. I'll leave all the times in the description so you can choose which one suits your schedule best, but we're going to go for the 5 o'clock one.
Have you got your golden tickets?
I feel like I'm waiting outside the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. What's his name?
A Willy Wonka.
Yeah, I feel like I'm waiting outside Willy Wonka's factory. I've got my ticket! So we've just got our tickets. I did forget to mention that it is free to come here, which is good. All you have to do is wait at the gate, wait for the gates to open, walk straight through, and there's a little machine where you can get your ticket and they come straight out printed. But you don't get to choose the time slot that you want, you automatically get the next time slot. So we've got the 5 o'clock one. We were considering getting the later one so that we could explore a bit more, then come back, but you don't get to choose. As I said earlier, you're only allowed 15 people at a time here at the moment. So when you select your ticket, it tells you how many tickets are left, and if they've run out, you have to wait to the next time slot. Vila Joiosa's chocolate making tradition dates back to the 17th century, when the town became one of the main ports where cocoa from Venezuela and Ecuador was unloaded and distributed in Europe. Valor opened the Chocolate Museum in 1998, a place where they do tours of the factory and where you can see a vast collection of the machinery used in the chocolate making industry. During the tour, they'll take you through the chocolate making process, showing you 100 years of the chocolate factory. So we've just finished in the Chocolate Museum. What would you think of it? Would you recommend coming here? She's eating the chocolate now. To be honest, I'm a bit disappointed that they don't give you like free samples as you go around. I've been to a few chocolate museums in the past and they've let you try things as they're explaining. It's not like that here. At the end, they give you 2 little bomb things, is that what they're called? Which, that's nice. It's good that you do get a bit of free chocolate. The chocolate in here in the shop is more expensive than in the supermarkets, but you are getting the whole experience for free, so that is really nice. And it's a shame at the moment that people who work in the factories are all on holiday, so we didn't actually get to see them working. But I will say it is very difficult if you don't understand Spanish. We did a Spanish tour as they're not running the English tours at the moment. I think they do. Look online to double check. So in the first room, you're pretty much just looking at the ingredients and they're explaining different things about it. In the second room, you watch a video for about 5 to 10 minutes of how the chocolate's made and where it comes from and all the information you need to know. And then you go into the next room, which is the factory, which you get a panoramic view of the factory. You're not allowed to take photos, but it's really nice to look at. And if they were working, they said that you'd smell the chocolate really strongly, so it's really nice. It smells amazing in here. And then you go straight into the shop where you can buy the chocolate. They give you the little chocolates for free. We got some free chocolate! But overall, the tour took about 40 minutes, but with all the waiting and all that included, you are here about an hour and a half, I'd say. And it's probably about a 6 out of 10. Personally, I wouldn't tell my friends to come here, so you know, take that as you want. But I mean, if you're interested in it, you speak Spanish and you want to learn about it, then it's a great place to come. Vila Joiosa has a magnificent sandy beach, over 1 kilometre long. The sand here is some of the whitest and cleanest I've seen in all of Spain, and there are many areas where you can find a quiet spot to spend the day. It's worth coming to Vila Joiosa just for the beach alone. On the beach, you'll find tall palm trees, sunbeds and umbrellas, plus a small playground for the kids. If your kids are feeling adventurous, there are also large inflatables in the sea where they'll have hours of fun. Even if you don't want to go to the beach, the stroll down the promenade next to it is beautiful. If you're looking for more things to do here, make sure to visit the Tourist Information Centre. So if you decide to visit Vila Joiosa on a day trip during your Costa Blanca holiday and you arrive here by car, you should know that there are 2 main areas for parking. The first one is free parking on the south side of the beach. However, you'll be lucky if you get a spot here as it's usually pretty busy. The second spot is an underground car park which is open 24 hours. It's about halfway up the promenade and costs about €2 per hour. I'll leave links of the locations in the description. So thank you for joining us today on our day out in Vila Joiosa. We've really enjoyed it. I hope I've gave you a few ideas of things to do if you ever plan on visiting here. Let me know down in the comments if you are planning on coming down. It's a really nice place to visit. If you want to know any more information on any of the places we've visited today, I'll leave all of the information in the description, opening times, prices, things like that. If you've made it to the end of this video, don't forget to give me a big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, to join me as I travel around Spain giving you guys ideas of places to visit and things to do. Thanks again so much for watching, and I'll see you next Friday.